people can see. Is my screen sharing? Okay. Welcome to the live, boys. Let's get started. As you can see, all coins are down on the daily. Now, this is because Bitcoin is showing signs of weakness again. Now, if you go on the 7 days chart, we wicked all the way down here, and all coins more or less held its ground. But after this wick, after 59k, it wicked back up to around 62k, and now it looks like it's heading back down. So once it does, go below 60k, it's definitely going to break past this, and I think the next retest is approximately, 57 to 56k, and if it breaks that region, then 52k, 50k is next on the cards, and that is, that is possible. That could happen. A lot of people are starting to sell their Bitcoin now. For example, the German government is selling their Bitcoin. There's a lot of rumors that Mount Gox people are going to start getting the Bitcoins in July. And if they get their tokens, they're up significant amounts. And you can see them dumping the token. So this is why a lot of people are fearing right now. A lot of people are selling the Bitcoin. But as long as, if Bitcoin goes down like 5-6% today or tomorrow, and all coins hold their ground, that is more or less the sign that the altcoin have bottomed. Because, as we've seen this massive dump on Bitcoin over here, altcoins just basically didn't even move. They just more or less held its ground. So I would personally just, I would think right now, I wouldn't DCA just yet. I would put limit orders lower down, as I think Bitcoin is going to go below 50k, or below 60k, sorry. So we can see from there what happens. But right now, everything's looking all right. Altcoin season's looking all right as well. I think we will definitely get altcoin season, but it will only happen when the Fed pivots. This is the only time altcoins will pump, but you have to be very patient. We've got some very good data coming out, was very important data coming out on Friday, and that will kind of set, the sentiment for the markets moving forward. So if it comes in bearish, ultimately, in the long run is bullish, because that just means the Fed is more likely to pivot. But if it's bullish, if the data comes in healthy, inflation goes down, that is bullish, but it just means that they might keep it higher for longer, which ultimately the market might go down a little bit, or you might consolidate a little bit longer. Okay, so welcome to the live stream, guys. That was just a little introduction. Southflex is good to see you. Minator is good to see you. Rich is good to see you. Ross, I am guest. Hoover, that guy doesn't have a name. Or blockchain educated interviews. That's a crazy long name. Like the stream and support G's talk about the football about football for 2 hours. Now, I'm not going to talk about football today, Ross. I talked about football yesterday for a little bit. If I join the tier 3 of the private group this weekend, would you be able to review my giant portfolio spreadsheet? Yeah, I can do, Ross. I can do. I'm already viewing a few portfolios already. So, yeah, you can do, Ross. I'll definitely view your portfolio, my friend. What do I think of ChainSwap using Chainlink technology? I'll go into coin reviews in a bit, my friend. But the market right now is looking pretty bearish. There isn't a lot of sentiment. There's not a lot of bullish sentiment. Everyone has more or less lost conviction. A lot of people are starting to capitulate, which is generally a sign of the bottom. Now, it can't be, no one can time the bottom. This is one thing that people do try to do, but they always end up, either missing it completely. I don't think, if 1,000 people try to time the bottom, I think maybe 2 or 3 will get it right. And those are just pure luck. So never time the bottom. You should always just DCA. If your favorite altcoins are down on the daily or going down, I think if you look over here, altcoins are starting to show a little bit of weakness now. This is not major amounts. Fetch and AGX is pumping in anticipation for ASI, but everything else is more or less down. The top 100 coins are all down. So there's a few projects holding up fairly well. Casper is doing really well. We've got AVAX doing okay. Audi's doing okay. Injective kind of doing okay. But Bitcoin's not looking strong. It just broke the 61k. And then if it goes down to 60k, then we're going to go head down lower. But if altcoins don't move at all, then realistically, that could be the bottom for altcoins. For certain coins, might have already bottomed. I think AGI might have already bottomed. If it doesn't go down below 20 cents, then realistically AGI has bottomed at 14, 15 cents. But if it does break this down, it looks like a double top now, so it probably will go lower. When it goes, if this goes down below 15, 16, 15, well, no, I don't think it go that low, but if it goes below 20 cents, 19 cents, I would start DCAing this again, because this is such a fundamentally strong project. Getting in at these prices will be very, very beneficial in the long run. I think this will do really well in the long run. You can see its strength. Ever since a massive dump, all they've done is just had a massive pump, came back down, and people started buying again, and now it just looks like a double top. So we probably will go back lower now. But altcoins in itself, like Tectum, I just wouldn't touch Tectum right now. I think Tectum below $7 or below $8 is possible. I think around 750 could be a good small DCA, but it needs to hold that level, because the next level below that is going to be all-time lows. Now, this could definitely happen for Tectum. It's not off the cards. So, just be patient with Tectum. I think it'll still do well long term. A lot of projects, have come down to his previous lows. So Tectum's not the only one. There is some projects, in a strong narrative like AI, projects do hold up well. But layer ones is not as bullish as it was last cycle. So you see a lot of layer ones, layer twos coming down to his previous lows. This is not something that's bearish. Chain swap. Let's have a look at chain swap then, might as well. C-swap. Yeah, C-swap's not too bad actually. It's just the market cap's a bit high. The only thing I don't like about this is the market cap side is brand new token. So you have to look at the vesting schedule. But look at the exchanges. It's only on Uniswap and Mexi. They definitely need more exchanges. If this is going to be the main DEX for Chainlink, ideally it needs to have better exchanges than just Uniswap. I mean Mexi and Uniswap. They need to have a couple more centralized exchanges. But nonetheless, this is not a bad project though. If Chainlink performs, the DEX always does well. This is just how it is. If any of these, if ZK Sync performs, ZF is going to perform. The DEX always follows. So the dilution is pretty good for this actually. It's almost 100% in circulation. I'm pretty sure this is a new token that just launched. Yeah, it is. But just being used by, having a partnership with Chainlink isn't that impressive. Chainlink is like a Colossal now. Is an old token. I've never used this though. Is there any incentive? DeFi limits embrace anonymity. Yeah, so it's EVM compatible. Cross chain swap, privacy. There's too many of these, my friend. I just don't like these type of tokens because there's so many of them. You have to give people the incentive to use it. This is why I like ZF. ZF is one of the better ones because every time you swap, you earn tokens. So it gives you an incentive to swap. Otherwise, there's probably like 100 different swap bridges, like bridge tokens. Most people just use Rocket X. That's everyone's go-to. ZF is going to do well because every time you swap, you earn tokens. So that's going to be beneficial. You need something like that. You need an incentive for people to do, to use the platform. If they don't have that, then ultimately, why would anyone use it? People will just, continue to use Rocket X because that one's pretty decent as well. I'm not too, blockchain educated interviews, I'm not too bullish on bridges, unless there's an incentive, unless there's like a good reason why people would use it. Summer months, what do you expect? Yeah, it's always bearish in the summer. We have a saying in crypto where it says selling may go away, and then we have the summer lull. Last summer was pretty much the same thing. I can show you a very good project that pumped significantly, but it was completely dead. Last summer, let me think of a token. Let's just go something like Lit Labs. Something like Lit Labs it was dead. Every gaming project, every project last summer was more or less dead. Let's just go on AGI actually. That's a better example than shooting Lit Labs. Look, this was basically summer. It was more this came out last year, but in the summer it was just dead. It just kept going more down. You know, it just kept going down, having little wicks down. This is how the summer is. Every single summer in crypto is like this. It's just basically dead price action. Most tokens kind of bottom out in the summer, and then when everyone kind of comes back into crypto, then we start seeing everything go parabolic again. That's all it is. You just have to be patient. Once you get past the summer, you know, you can start seeing some good movement. I think any token that launches in the summer, you know, can do well because it ultimately means this is somewhere near the bottom. You know, this came out just before, you know, it came out when gaming was running, but if you look at this, it was basically dead for a long time. So you have to, you know, summer is the best time to accumulate. When the market is dead, I think right now we are in fear. Yeah, see, we're in fear. When it starts going to like the red section, like extreme fear or panic, then ultimately that will probably be the best time to buy. Once we start heading like somewhere around here. Right now we're like fear to neutral. So we've just gone under neutral. We've gone into fear. Eventually it will go around here. And then that is when will probably be the best time to buy. To start accumulating heavier. Right now is a good DCA. Because anytime is logically, when the market's in fear, you accumulate. When the market goes into panic, you accumulate harder. This is how it is. Obviously, you don't do this after the bull run. You do this, you know, you generally do this before bull run. When you're new to crypto, you know, you're seeing your portfolio. If you, for example, joined last summer, you're seeing your portfolio go down, you know, 50%, 60%. If you join this year, for example, you're seeing your portfolio go down 50%, 60%, and you're panicking. You know, this is very common right now in crypto. A lot of people are panicking. This is something you have to get used to in crypto. You know, if you can't stand your portfolio going down 50, 60%, then realistically you shouldn't be in crypto. You should go in stocks. You know, your portfolio might go down like 5%, but it might go up like 2%. But the only reason people go into stocks is there's less volatility and they have large amounts of money. If you have $1 million, you know, if you have $1 million in stocks and it does a 10% a year, that's 100K. A lot of people can live off 100K in a year, you know. So this is what I tell people. Once you have money, it's very easy to make money. You know, if you got $1 million, $2 million, slap that into like one of these stocks and they give you like 10% returns every year, or you put in like a yield curve, you know, where you're earning like 5, 6, 7, 8% a year, 2 million, you know, that's like over 100K realistically. If you can get 10% a year, that's like 200K. A lot of people can live very comfortably off 200K. This is 200K you're not even doing anything for. You're just kind of like staking your money and it's just, you know, is converting yield for you. So, you know, this is the whole point of coming into crypto. For people that don't have money, people come into crypto because they don't have money, to make money, because once you have money, it's a lot easier to make money. And then if you got a portfolio of like 10K, 20K, you know, you shouldn't be over diversifying. If you have a small portfolio, do not over diversify. Pick the best tokens. You should only over diversify or have a decent amount of tokens in each narrative if you got over 50K. If you got only like 10K, 20K, 5K, do not over diversify. You need to aim to get at least $1,000 in every single token in order to see any good returns in a bull run. If you put 300 here, 400 there, 200 in this token, half of these will rug. The ones that do well, you know, with your $300, is that really going to be worth it? If it does a 50x, you know, your $200 is going to be what, like 50, like what, 10 grand or something? 10 grand, yeah. If you put $1,000 in there and it does a 50x, that's 50K. So this is why you should aim for at least $1,000 in every single token. Do not over diversify. A lot of projects going to rug when the bull run starts, and towards the end of the bull run, you're going to see a lot of tokens rug. So this is why you need guidance. This is why you need to pick the best tokens, because a lot of these tokens will stay around. The best ones will stay around in the bear market into the next bull run. Some of them will become blue chips. Some of them will just completely die. If you pick the best ones, even if you're stuck holding a bag, at least you can hold it to the next bull run, because they might be blue chips, or they might have the potential to be blue chips the next cycle. But realistically, you want to be out of the markets completely, I would say, by August. I'm personally going to moon back everything in the summer. Past the summer, I'm not holding anything, because nothing is guaranteed. We could just have a recession randomly. Even right now, there's a lot of fears of a recession. Now, it won't be one of those recessions that would last forever. It will just be like the announcement of the recession. All you need is the announcement of the recession to bring the markets down. I think we've already gone through a recession in 2022. They've just kind of changed the definition. The original definition of a recession was 2 consecutive negative GDPs, which already happened. So they changed the definition of a recession. Now, if a recession comes, it's only going to be to shake out all the weak hands in the market, because during a recession is where you can make life-changing money. If everything's down 50% and the altcoins are down, gone an extra 30-40%, that is when you can actually make life-changing money. So realistically, and this is the thing, right? Whenever a recession happens, the Fed pivots. They start printing aggressively to come to the rescue. So you ideally, look, realistically, everyone gets scared of a recession. All the smart people are looking for a recession, because especially if you got liquidity left, you would want a recession, because a recession is where you make life-changing money. If your altcoins go down, an extra 60% right now, that will basically be floor price, before everything pumped. So if you can get everything then, and then they start turning the printers off aggressively, everything's going to start pumping very quickly back up. It's just going to be a very sharp wick down, and then, if they come to the rescue straight away, and it will just go straight back up like that. So this is why you have to have some liquidity left over, just in case that happens, because there is risk of this recession. And it will highly depend on the data we get in the next month or two. We got very important data on Friday. The data today came in healthy. There was some, the real estate data came in today, which is quite healthy, which is good. We got data on Friday. That will change the sentiment of the market. So this is what we're waiting for. This is what I'm waiting for before I start accumulating, or I'll see if it's the best time to buy now, or maybe in July, or even in August, because there's a Fed meeting in September, and if they do pivot then we could see an early rise in the crypto market, because when they pivot and people have more liquidity, there's more liquidity in the markets. People in TradFi come into crypto because they want to see the crazy gains, which you can't really see in stocks, can you? So that's what a lot of people are waiting for. That's all it takes for altcoins to pump. A lot of people think that altcoins just pump randomly. No, it all depends on quantitative easing, which is QE. Right now we're in QT. When it goes into QE, that is when altcoins start pumping. There is no other reason that can make altcoins pump. There's no chart that can tell you altcoins are going to pump here. It might pump a little bit, 50-60%. We're not here for 50-60%. We're here for the 100x's, the 50x's, the 200x's. That is what we're here for. So just be patient. We will see. They've been in QT for over 2.5 years. They will eventually have to start boosting the economy. They will have to go into economic expansion. Economic expansion is when we start seeing life-changing money. This is what we have to be patient for. That's all it takes. So yeah, let's have a look at a few altcoins. That is a good DCA right now. I think, I'm not too sure. I haven't really been looking in the markets too much. I'm not DCAing right now. I'm buying small amounts, very small amounts in some of these tokens. Let's have a look at Sensei first of all. Okay, Sensei is down about a couple percentages, 3%. Nothing major. This is one of the better tokens, in the AI narrative. You're looking at about 900k market cap, 35%, volume to market cap, which is quite good for an altcoin. It just means there's a lot of interest in the project. You know, if the market cap's 900 and there's 300k trading volume, that is very healthy. You know, so that is a good sign for a project. There's a lot of interest in the project. People are buying, selling. This is what you look for. The crypto buzz. This guy looks familiar. It looks like he's in my public group. This is a good DCA. It's below idle price. There's an unlock on the 2nd. After the 2nd of every month, there's 2 more unlocks left. One in July and one in August. And after that, the dilution is pretty beautiful. After that is the best dilution. There's only like a 1x dilution to the end of 2025. So in the AI pump, when AI pumps, you know, maybe next year, maybe later this year. Generally, AI generally pumps at least once a year. And when it does pump, it pumps massively. You know, a project like this can do really well. It's like Twin Protocol, AI agent. We've kind of seen from Delicium how well AI agents can perform. So I don't see why not. I don't see why this project cannot perform well. Shit, what the fuck? I just missed all these messages. The whales are sipping pina colada on the beach. Yeah, the whales are chilling right now, but they are accumulating. I expect Bitcoin not to fall below the bull market support band. What is the bull market support band currently, Ross? Omzilla, it's good to see you, my friend. You got your popcorn ready. That's good. Donkey Dong put a clown emoji. What, shut up, bro. What are you putting clown emojis for? I'd like to introduce myself. Well done, brother. Khalid, good to see you, my friend. T13. I've just seen Crypto Camo talk about who's Crypto Camo? Talk about Sensei. A lot of people are gonna start talking about Sensei. Oh, is Friday data, unemployment, and final GDP Friday for the big one. Is that core? Okay, yeah, Friday is gonna be very big then. Bitcoin holding the 20 AMA perfectly like the other years in the bull market trend. 7 years I have gone in the market, kissed the 20 AMA on the daily. That's good to see then. But I do think it will correct though. It's just not looking healthy in the short term. If you look at the history clock and see, if you look back at the history clock and see for yourself. I'll have a look after this. Groinu, good to see you. I'll take a blockchain, so many different indicators to watch. There's so many different indicators, bro. It all depends on your market sentiment. If you are bearish, you can find 1,000 charts that says it's bearish. But if you're bullish, you can find 1,000 charts that says it's bullish. So it all depends on your perspective, realistically. Yeah, we might drop and chop around, or we might just chop around. I think that's the most likely case. Salam, walaikum salam, Khalid. How are you, my friend? My entire portfolio broke below break even. That's why I started to get bearish. Oh, damn. I think that's the case for a lot of people, Ross. Let's have a look at Alt T13. I'm not too sure if Alt has. Yeah, Alt's looking kind of healthy right now. Double top. Double top is normally bearish. It's just consolidating for the last 7 days, to be fair. It's just consolidating. If you don't have a bag of this is a good time to get your initial bag in. I've already got my initial bag in. I'm waiting for 10 to 12 cents. That is what I'm waiting for. Boys, hit the like button. That's exactly right, Hoof. But I thought, all this time, I thought there was no more comments. So I was just waffling the whole time. And then I scroll down, I just seen 1,000 comments. What's your thoughts on Legion token? I already looked at Legion token. I don't think it's too bad. The only thing with Legion token is on my to do more research list. It just lacks the markets. It's one that you use, not really invest into. You don't have to. If you can only get into the pre-sales and stuff, for me it's not worth it because I'm already a VC. So and my private group, they get access to early calls anyways on VC calls. So for me, it's not going to be worth it. But if you're not a VC, you don't have access to a VC, then realistically, I think it'll be worth it. It might be worth the investment for you guys. But there's no docs team. That's the only reason I don't like it. If I'm putting my money in staking it to get access to these early tokens, I would ideally want the team doxed. Otherwise, I'll just go to the safer ones like DexCheck or CDFi or something safer. Yeah, I already like Ibrahim. I already like MetaHost Unity. I kind of talk about it all the time. It's one of my favorite tokens. James, good to see you, my friend. Finally, the Indicate has left greed. Exactly. I mean, we was in greed for so long, and they were still telling people to buy more. You want to add more Unity? Yeah, right now is a good time to add Unity. It's below seed prices. I think it's a good time to add Unity. It'll probably go back up. It's one of those tokens like $200-$300 can pump this up significantly. So, I am going to add more Unity at these levels. I think it's a good DCA. But there's an unlock today. So after the unlock goes by, I will DCA my second bag of Unity. You have to wait for the unlock to go by. This is very common for a gaming chart, by the way. It's quite common for a gaming chart. Gaming projects launch, during a bear market, and they just go down significantly. One of the very good tricks to hide the amounts of money in your asset class. It helps a lot. Yeah, look, if you guys are panicking, just hide the amount of money and come back in a couple of months. Do you think I should swap my AI tech for AGI? I originally went for AI tech because it was low in market cap, but AGI is cheap now. If I had to swap, I would be at a loss. I think both of them are going to perform, Michael. So there's no point swapping for either one. I just think AGI has more blue chip tokens. I think AGI has more of a chance to be a blue chip over AI tech. So, it could be worth, but realistically, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter if you're down right now because you'll be in significant amounts of profits when the market starts picking back up. So your best gem is not a rug likely. So your best gems no, I don't think any of these are going to be rugs, bro. It's hard to say, but realistically, like, Naka's not going to be a rug. Naka's been around for a decent amount of time. Sensei is fairly new, but I do think they're going to be around for a decent amount of time. If you look at the roadmap, if you go look at their vesting schedule, they're going to be here for a decent amount of time. These guys are, I've spoken to the CEO. He just looks like this is his business idea, so he's going to continue on for a while. Relio's not going to rug. They've got institutional backings. AI Tech, same thing. Or, these guys are not going to rug. I highly doubt Alt will rug because the entire system relies on the blockchain. So they have to be in crypto. Otherwise, the entire system don't work. So they'll need to be on the blockchain. Tech term, they're not going to rug. These guys are going to be around for a long time as well. AGI, same thing. OTK is a gaming project, but I think it will be around for a decent amount of time as well. Smash the like for my favorite YouTuber, Chris. Thank you very much, my friend. Update on all. Do you think it's coming down? It looks bottom though. It doesn't even look bottom. It's just consolidating. I wouldn't even class that as bottomed. I don't know. Chart says, TA says 10 to 12, but this is a good level to DCA. I would grab a bag here and set some limit orders lower down. That's what I would do. It just looks like it's just consolidating. It doesn't look like it's bottomed. It's only been like 2 days it's been consolidating. At least give you a week before you say it's bottomed. That's what I do generally. Maybe some alts already. Yeah, I think some alts have already bottomed. Some of them might put a double bottom, but I think some of them has already bottomed. I think AGI might have already bottomed by the looks of it. Whereas AI tech can still go down a bit lower. So you prefer or AI tech this bull run I'm trying to scoop? Well, realistically, or is a better investment right now because with AI tech, it's already had that parabolic run, but I think it can still run further. But I think Alt right now is a better investment because Alt hasn't seen a bull run yet, is yet to see a bull run, and it's only $20 million in market cap. So, and the dilution is really good. It's under a 1x dilution to the end of the bull run. So you can't really go wrong with this project, I don't think. Bro, I swear, for that last first 15 minutes, I was just literally waffling because I thought there was no more comments. Because normally, whenever a new comment comes, it follows it. But then, it was just stuck in the middle. And I thought, what the hell, was everyone gone? Good to see you, my friend. Charts are very little help right now other than the day trading. Yeah, charts right now, there's no you can't really predict the markets right now with charts. It's all macro right now. I think macro is the most important thing right now. Like the stream, or Charles Hopkinson will show up to your house and talk about your Cardano. Bro, he's going to be waffling about Cardano for at least a couple hours, bro. So make sure you like it. I lost $10 of immunity today. You lost $10 immunity. Bro, always put limit orders. If you market buy, you're going to get, the bots will eat your money. Just put limit orders. Let it get filled on its own. That's the best way to buy any token. My gaming bags are absolutely destroyed. Yeah, I think every gaming project is absolutely destroyed. Let me see what OTK, because I heard OTK is breaking support. Yeah, look, this is, you guys got to be very careful, right? If it keeps retesting the 15.1, if it keeps retesting, eventually it will break. And then we're going to go down lower. And OTK has been retesting quite a few times. So if it keeps retesting, eventually it's going to run out of buyers and it's going to break their support. I think 0.12, 0.1, 0.13 for AI tech, for OTK is very likely. That is where I'm going to buy a decent amount of bags. Last stream. Wait, hold on. Boys, do you think that GMXR will hit $1 this bull run? Hell no, bro. What? Where do you guys get these stupid price predictions? GMXR will hit $1. What's GMXR's price? How can GMXR hit $1, bro? That's like what? That's like 200x, bro. That's not happening. This is like $22 million in market cap. Where do you guys get these crazy price predictions, bro? It's not $2 million in market cap. If you go to the vesting schedule, there's a big unlock today. There's unlock today. But the market cap is 22 million. And by next year, by the start of next year, I would say, let's go to like 2025. Let's say the bull market starts in January 2025 or something. It's going to be 40 million in market cap. So for this to do, even at 20x, it would need like $800 million in market cap. That's a lot of money. All it does is gaming and deepen. It is bullish. It might pump with the deepen narrative and the gaming narrative, which is good. But realistically, the most this can probably do is like a 30x. I don't know where you get a $1 price prediction from. That's ridiculous. $1 is going to be over 200x. I just can't see this doing that much. It's not that good. There's not a lot of people even using this. They don't even have a license to even, the way they do it is, the way this works is they have a system where you can basically play your favorite games and earn money. But you can't even do it on your you can only do it on PC. You can't do it on what's it called? You can't do it on your console because consoles are unable to do that. You can only do it on PC. So how many people is actually going to use this? If this was everywhere, you can use it on your phone, on your PS5, on your computer. Then I think you can perform well. But you can only access this realistically on your PC only. So that's why I just don't think it's going to perform. The most this can do is like a 20 to 30x max. No more than that. Did I say $1? Nah, $1 would be like 100x. Not 1000x. What? Nah, I didn't say that. No way I said that, Ross. Yeah, so if it kills off a 0, that's 1 cent. So for it to get to $1, that's 100x. I think that's possible for this. I think $1 is possible. Am I bugging? Oh no, I'm bugging. That's 1000x. You are right. Ross, you're right. Yeah, you are right. Yeah, that's ultimately. Yeah, never mind. I didn't mean that. It can do 100x. My math wasn't mathing. Gia heard some investment methods of buying mutual funds in the bank. That's worth it after the bull run. You can buy mutual funds in a bank, but I don't trust banks. It depends what bank you do with. But they don't give you that much APY though. The APY is very limited. There's not a lot of APY. But if you put a large amount of money into it, then I think it's okay. But if you put a small amount, because realistically, if the bank goes, if the bank goes down, your money goes down with it. So you gotta keep that in mind. So I just wouldn't risk that, bro. I don't trust these banks, because if the bank goes down, they're not gonna refund your money. And what the banks do is they loan your money anyways. So you give them the money, and then realistically they use your money for other stuff. And if you ever need it back, they might not even have it. They'll probably ask you 1,000 questions before they give your own money back. That's why banks are useless. If you guys go to a bank right now in the UK, right? You take out anything like 20k, even though it's your money, your hard-earned money, they'll ask you 50 questions. Why do you need it? Like, why do you care? Why do I need it, bro? It's my money. This is why I don't like banks. They'll make you do a bunch of paperwork, a bunch of questions for asking your own money. Like, bro, it's my money, bro. I should be able to do whatever I want with it. But because they loan out your money, they have to go get that 20k from somewhere. This is why I don't like banks, bro. The difference between AGI and AI tech is that AGI is finished article, so it's a safer play. Imagine if the data center is late or doesn't. That's precisely right, Hoover. That's exactly right, bro. AGI is already a complete project. The Lucy is already out. The only thing they're gonna keep doing is updating Lucy. The game, if they do decide to go back into the gaming side, their gaming is probably gonna be out soon as well. But realistically, AGI is already complete because they've already made version 2 of Lucy now. All they need to do is keep upgrading it and make it better, so the AI agent can get better and better. So realistically, whereas AI tech, if their data center is late or no one's using the data center, for example, then it cannot perform as well as AGI. Lucy is a very good tool to use. Keep that in mind. It's a very good. It's like an AI agent with a DEX built within it. So you can talk to your AI agent and buy coins just by telling it what to do. Just message Lucy and be like, yo, buy me $200 worth of AGI, and it will carry out that transaction for you. DC, good to see you, my friend. I've been in the crypto space since 2017, my friend. This is like my third bull run now. I had a little bit of a bull run, I came in just before the bull run in 2017. Everyone messes up the first bull run. Don't really know what you're doing. That's just what it is. You lose your money. You don't really make that much money in the first bull run, and then you kind of learn and you adapt. By the time you finish your second bull run, you've already become a veteran now. You know how the market works. You know how sentiment shifts during different times of the year. That's all it is. This cycle is a little bit different because we've never had monetary policies this high. We've never ever had it. We've never had monetary, interest rates at like 5.5%. We've never had conditions like this where inflation's so high. We had this like in the early 1970s or something. That was probably the last time inflation was this high. Blockchain. No. Sensei is an AI agent. The replica is just an addition. That's one of the products. But the actual use case is the AI agent. It's not just a replica. You can't just. It's not. There's plenty of projects just the replicas. Is more than that. It's an AI agent. You can use your AI agent for multiple use cases. A personal assistant. You can use it. The main difference is even the replicas, right? If you go use some of these other replicas, they sound terrible. They just sound purely like AI. If you go use the Sensei's replicas, they actually sound like just the celebrities, for example. I used the other one the other day. It's called Orbify or something. They're kind of like a twin protocol as well. If you go listen to their replicas, it's literally awful. It just sounds like a robot. It doesn't even sound like the famous people. If you go use Sensei's AI agent or Sensei's replicas, it's completely different. It sounds like them. It's is so much better than all these other replicas. But the main use case is the AI agent. So if you build a replica of yourself, it's like they use replicas, but they use the AI agents for the replicas. The AI agent is decent compared to the other, the rest of them. All the other twin protocols are terrible. They just sound like just complete AI. Whereas these guys actually sound like the people they're trying to create. If you make a Gordon Ramsay replica, which they already have, it sounds very, it sounds a lot like Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, exactly. The tech is way different. Yes, there's probably many other twin protocols, but all of them are terrible. If you can make a replica of yourself, let's say you got dementia, for example, that is one of his main use cases for dementia. If you can make a replica of yourself, tell the AI agent about you, eventually it will sound and act like you over time. I've already interacted. We made a Rambo bot. All it took was one clip from YouTube, one video from YouTube, and now it sounds exactly like Rambo. That's the level of difference between this twin protocol and the other twin protocols. They sound terrible. The other ones sound terrible. But there's multiple use cases. Your AI agent can become your personal assistant. The good thing about AI agents is you can use them for multiple things. Eventually, if your replica can become good enough, you can send it to go work for you even. You can become like an AI chat agent for some of these companies. So, that's one of the use cases. Dementia is another use case. Or even digital immortality is another use case. If you die, at least there's a version of you living forever, which is, if it sounds and acts like you, the videos, a lot of these twin protocols is just like an image of these bots, but then they don't have an actual, you can, with Sensei, you can actually have an image of you. There's like a live video. You can interact with live videos and you do the hand movements, you do everything. So I just think it's so much better than the other twin protocols. AI agents are going to do well anyways. We already seen from AGI. And this is, if you can get AI agents sub 1 million market cap, it has endless potential. But yeah, there is other replicas though. There is other similar projects, but they're just terrible. They can't even do images. They can't even do videos. You can make a replica of yourself. It's just an image, and you can talk to yourself, but you don't even sound like you. But with a Sensei, they're gonna have holograms. Imagine once they have holograms of you, your grandkids can talk to a hologram version of you. That is on their roadmap. So when you have dementia, you can have a hologram of yourself, talk to yourself. Your grandkids can talk to you, interact with you, and it's going to be sounding just like you. That is a significant difference. A lot of these other twin protocols is literally just an image. You can probably put an image of yourself. You can talk to it, interact with it. Just chat GPT at the end of the day, but it's about the image, the hologram. This type of stuff is what they're aiming to do. So that's why I like it. Yes, Crypto God, my friend, how are you? Boys, we got 35 people in here. Let's get to 35 likes right now. Drop a like. It does help me out a lot. I would appreciate it. BT say looks the bounce for the monthly looks around 50. Yeah, that's what I said. 55k is where is most likely heading, and if alts do hold strong, then I think ultimately the bottom could be in for alts, because it's already going down now. If you just look on the 7-day, look how bearish that looks. That just looks like a little recovery and now just heading back down. That is very bearish. And if you go on the monthly, the next support is most likely gonna be the 55k region. This hit, we're going the year, bro. Right here. It's gonna be the 55k region. I can't. Bro, crypto rank is fucking annoying, bro. I mean, crypto coin gecko is annoying. Go in the 3 months, or go in the 3 months right here. You can see this is gonna be the next support, which is around, I think it wicked down to 56 to 55k. That should be the next support. And if it breaks that, then we're going down to the 50k region. And I think that should be the bottom. I can't see it going any more than that. But these could take, months to play out. Keep that in mind. This could take months to play out. It has around 3,386. Yeah, the holders for it is really good blockchain. The holders for Sensei is really good. They've got a lot of holders. They're gonna get some more tier 1, tier 2 exchange. They're gonna get Bybit and KuCoin, so that's gonna be pretty good for the project. They got a lot of stuff coming. They've got the next 3 months. There's gonna be a lot of stuff coming for the project. That's all I can say. Do you think ChainSwap has a decent chance of flipping Uniswap with its DEX? It can go private swaps, which will never go away as privacy is vital for many people. Yeah, privacy is very important. You know, I think privacy is what a lot of people come into crypto for. But I do think, you know, I don't think anything can flip Uniswap. I don't think that's gonna happen. Something has to happen to Uniswap, for something else to come and, you know, flip it. There's no incentive. Why would you know, a swap that just uses Chainlink's technology flip Uniswap? People still use Uniswap. There's nothing fundamentally wrong with Uniswap. So flipping Uniswap isn't going to be hard. Yes, the privacy, but there's a bunch of different swaps that do privacy, that do anonymous, you know, transactions. This is not a unique use case. So, you know, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think you can flip Uniswap, bro. Karate, what? It had a low pump. Bro, these are just random pumps. This chart looks so weird. This is just whales buying and then someone else dumping on them. I don't like charts like this. It looks so weird. But I do like Karate though. I do like Karate. Let's have a look at what Gala's doing, bro. I want to see if that clown alchemist is in here today. Yep. Gala's back down. As per usual. Nothing new here. Let's have a look at Illuvium. $66. You know, last time I looked at this, it was $80. Nothing unusual. The trading volume is horrendous. It's like 1.8%, which is awful as usual. I think this went, how low did this go? It went $60. Damn. Had a little bounce. It's probably going to go back down. Yeah, these projects are awful, my friend. There was a guy that came into the live stream shilling Gala and Illuvium. If you hold these tokens, you want to make anything above a 10x, then these are not the right tokens to buy. That is way better 10x investments. So keep that in mind. OTK is one of the best gaming projects in my opinion. You know, it has come down significantly. But if it just goes below a little bit more, like 0.12, like these regions right here, that will be a very good buying opportunity. Now, Naka, after the next unlock, is a very, very good safe gaming pick. If you want a safe gaming project, you know, one that's partnered with Microsoft, I think this is a good one. I think we will see a little rally in July. Generally in July, one of the best performing months for Bitcoin. Well, this is the thing, right, blockchain. It's if Bitcoin pumps, are the alts gonna follow? You gotta keep that, you know, this is what the significant difference is. If it do pumps, which it could, but is all coins gonna follow? If all coins don't follow Bitcoin on the pump, then when Bitcoin goes back down or comes back down to its previous lows, then realistically we could see a further dip in altcoins. So that is the only concern. This is why we've seen altcoins dump significantly, you know, this long, is because every time Bitcoin pumped like 5-6%, altcoins didn't really pump, and every time Bitcoin came down 5% really fast, you know, because there's a lot of institutions trading it now, altcoins just panicked and started selling more. This is the sign that we are obviously in QT, and altcoins get hit the hardest when the Fed is trying to go into quantitative tightening. Alchemist, biggest hater. Crypto Princess, biggest fan. Yeah, both of them are just clowns, bro. I don't want to see any of them in my live stream. Could catalyst? Well, the only catalyst for alt season will be QE. So yeah, it's based on Bitcoin strength, strong Bitcoin movement, strong altcoin rally, but vice versa. Yeah, that's exactly true. You know, a lot of institutions now, Bitcoin has become a little bit more volatile because institutions are kind of trading the news. This is why we see Bitcoin go down 5% very sharply, go up 5% very sharply. It's only because more institutions are involved now, and they trade the news, and they've got a lot of buying power to move the price of Bitcoin. Yeah, it can only be QE. That's the only thing. That's the only catalyst that can move altcoins. Nothing else. You could see plenty of there's a lot. You can probably see plenty of charts that tell you altcoins are ready to go. Altcoins are ready. Altcoin seasons come in. Bro, the only time altcoin season comes is when we go into QE. That's it. When there's more money when there's more liquidity in the markets, more money goes to the riskiest assets, which is altcoins and crypto. That's all it is. This is why when the Fed printed 11 trillion in 2 weeks, this is why we had a massive altcoin season in 2022. This is the kind of catalyst we need to wait for in either this year or next year. That is all it takes. Eventually some president's going to come in America and default on the debt. It will happen eventually, but the way the fiat system works is that they will have to print aggressively in order to boost the economy. So it is coming. It will happen. We just have to wait for that to happen. That's it. Anissa says, good to see you. Fiznik, good to see you, my friend. Good day, dumping the markets already. But we just want, that's exactly what everyone's waiting for. Just dump the markets. That's exactly what everyone's waiting for. I don't know why they keep prolonging it. They're just trying to trap as much retail as possible. Yeah, 10 cents for Sensei is possible, bro. 100x is possible. It is on the cards. For those of you that don't understand it, they have a working product. How many projects are in hundreds of millions in market cap and they don't even have a working product? Sensei actually has a working product. Just look at this stuff. Top 3 on the product list. Oxford Artificial Society. Oxford University is a massive university in the UK. So these guys are doing really well. There's multiple use cases. It's not just one use case. And they're backed by the top AI projects. These are all these different use cases. Preserve memory, customized learning. There's a lot of teachers who can use these. There's so many different use cases, not just one use case. There's multiple use cases. You can use this for education. If you're AI agent, if you're a teacher, for example, right, and you want to do an online class and question, people are asking you questions, students are asking you questions. Realistically, you can use this, as an educational tool. Expertise on demand, customer. You can use it for, this is what I'm talking about, AI agent. You can use it for our customer support system. This is what Alt's AI agent does for DAO and Lenovo. This is what Lucy can do as well. So this is not just a replica, it's an AI agent as well. Keep that in mind. Innovative marketing sale tools, data monetization, data and knowledge monetization. So there's multiple use cases for this project, not just one simple thing. Train your replica, share stories, and the Athena training assistant, which is their bot, will basically develop and make it sound more like the person, and you learn the person is more engaged with you, so you can basically just tell, and there's a lot of privacy involved as well, so your stuff won't get leaked. And this is the video example. This is actually the CEO. This is the AI agent of the CEO.
Welcome to the revolutionary world of Sensei, where we're building autonomous digital replicas. I'm Dan Thompson, founder and CEO, and I want you to imagine a future where you're...
That sounds more or less very similar to what the person can sound. There will probably some people who think this is AI, but it does sound very similar to the person. This is why I like this project. I think it's a lot better than a lot of the other twin protocols. And the vesting schedule is really good as well. The team's quite experienced. They got some experience in Goldman Sachs, Gameloft. You can use this for gaming as well. I'm going to drop a video on this, all the different utilities. I'm going to drop a video on this in the coming days. After my tier list video on AI and Deep in part 2, there's quite a few projects I missed. I'm going to do a part 2 of that tomorrow, drop that tomorrow, and then the video after that, the next day, will be a Sensei video, and then I'll get the CEO for an AMA, so you guys can understand the fundamentals of the project. I think that's the best way to understand the project, you know, rather than me explain it. You can actually hear it from the actual CEO. Yeah, they're waiting for people to get impatient and buy exactly Fiznik, and then they're going to crash it. And then, you know, that is when you're going to see the life-changing money. My top gaming project's GFAL, but I do like OTK. But the problem with GFAL is I just haven't seen them do anything significant, bro. This is why it's just constantly dumping. But it has held fairly well, to be fair. I'll give it that. It has held fairly well since the highs. It hasn't dumped as much as most other gaming projects. But, you know, I think it's almost... Actually, no, it has dumped a lot. It's almost down to his previous lows. Just the dilution for this is a bit ass, that's it. GFAL's dilution is a bit ass. But it's, you know, it's not a bad project. It's still not a bad project. 53 million, you know, by next year, let's say July times, it's going to be what? 60 million? To be fair, the dilution isn't even that bad. Yeah, the dilution is not too bad. It's going to be about 70 million by summer. So you can probably see this doing about 15x, 10 to 15x, I think. Maybe pushing it. Maybe if it does some big updates, maybe a 20x. But, you know, a 10 to 15x is on the cards for this. OTK says getting screwed. I think OTK is just holding that level. Yeah, this is expected. On KuCoin, it has wicks down completely. Like, it has wicks down to like 15.1. So this isn't anything significant. Maybe it might be different on here, but on KuCoin is literally the same. It comes down, it wicks down to 15.1, goes up, wicks down to 15.1 and goes up. Kashi Cats, how are you doing, my friend? It is down. Why is it down 7%, 8%? Damn it, it's getting wrecked here. Hit the likes. There's some in here that ain't doing it. Boys, hit the likes. With 40 people in here, I don't see why we don't have 40 likes. Do we have 40 likes? How much likes do we have right now? Yeah, this is going down even more. Hand, good to see you, my friend. How are you? We're 1 hour in, bro. Let me do an ad break. Every hour, ad break time, bro. Boys, if you guys do want to join the private community, you know, I've got 9 spots left for this tier. And then everything else is going to be tier 3 now. I am going to close this down. We're on 26 likes. Donkey Kong. I'm still alive. Who is this guy? Yeah, I'm still alive, my friend. If you guys do want to join the best private community in the crypto space, you know, the link is in the description. You can join it. I'm very active in there. We make regular trades, regular calls. You know, I do have the best. You know, if you look at my gains, I've made over 1,000x in the last 2 years. And I get into all these projects very early before your favorite YouTubers talk about them. You know, I got to AGI way before everyone started talking about it. So I had months to accumulate. I had AI Tech way before everyone else started talking about it. You know, I had months and months to accumulate these projects. Same thing with OTK. You know, before OTK went parabolic, I was buying the bottom. I find all these projects first. Relio, Injective, you know, I'm the best gem hunter in the crypto space. If you guys want to make life-changing money, then you guys should definitely join, you know, my private group. Yeah, or is who is this donkey guy, bro? Not you. Oh, who you talking about? Oh, you're talking about Crypto God. 29 likes, boys. They're slacking. I need to see 40 likes, bro. Come on. Let's hit the like button. It does help me out a lot. It does. Madeira cake. Yeah, Or is definitely a better investment than Claw AI. You know, if you guys don't understand the difference between Claw AI, Claw is decent. You know, Claw AI is one of those projects in the GPU narrative that's been around for a decent amount of time. You know, it's still surviving. It's doing fairly well. You know, it is down significantly, but just like all the other projects are down. So it's not nothing to, you know, be bearish on. But I would say, you know, Alt has ran significant. I mean, this has ran significantly. There's no docs team. You know, they've got some terrible markets. If you go look at the markets, Gay, Mexi, you know, Big Gate, these are terrible exchanges. They don't have any sufficient, you know, this don't have the potential to reach the $1 billion in market cap. It doesn't have that potential. Because realistically, you know, if you guys, for a project to reach in the billions, it will have to get some sort of tier 1 exchange listing in the bull run. The more exchanges it has, the better it is. But this one, I can't see it having a tier 1 exchange listing. And all I think is going to have multiple tier 1 exchange listings, because the significant difference is these guys are not self-sufficient. I don't think they're making any real money. Or makes $8 million annually profit. So you guys got to keep that in mind, right? $8 million annually is a lot of money. And a prime example of this is, right, let's go, if you go on the Twitter right now, you go on Alt, you can see they do regular buybacks. You know, they're already buying back around, I think it was 600k in just one quarter. 30% of the profits they buy back every single quarter, which is around 600k. You know, generally is around 600k. But look at the fundamentals, investments and grants. What do you see? You see Google and Microsoft. If you go on institutions, you see Dow, you see Lenovo, you see Tencent Cloud, you see Seagate, you know, BNB chain. These guys provide the entire storage for the BNB chain. So this is why I can see these guys on Binance, because Binance, the BNB chain, you know, the Binance will only use a project that is very capable, you know, for their storage. So this is why you can see this on multiple tier 1 exchange listings, multiple. And this is why I think this can do at least 1 to 2 billion in the bull run, because the vesting is very good. There's 10% in circulation now. By the end of 2025, there's going to be 16% in circulation. Most of the token is for the mining. We already seen from Kadena, you know, if miners come into this project, this can go parabolic. Miners can pump a project a lot. Crypto circles. Donkey, this is the first time I've seen you in here, bro. How are you doing? So yeah, I mean, bro, there's so many. These guys are getting partnerships all the time. They go to every single event. I just think Alt is a better investment than Claw AI. Way better investment than Claw AI. Yeah, Claw AI still has a lot of dilution, even though it's been around for a lot longer than Alt. Alt came around in 2024. Claw AI has been around since like 2022, I think. So the dilution is the bare minimum. The market cap is lower. The exchanges are going to be way better. They earn way more money. The team is doxed. The team is very capable. There's a bunch of institutions investing in the project. There's a bunch of institutions using their products. You know, if you got the likes of Google and Microsoft personally investing in the development of your project, you are going to perform really well. This is why AGI did a 42x for Macro. And I think this will do somewhere similar, 50 to 100x in the bull run. I think it's very possible. Do not sleep on this project, bro. You still got a little bit of time to accumulate. You know, we're basically at the bottom. This is below idle price, below private prices. The vesting schedule is spread across 4 years. You know, the vesting is going to end in 2028. So do not get thrown off by the fully diluted. The vesting schedule is really good. You know, just look at the volume. The volume market cap is 20%. That is impressive for a project like this. They got KuCoin recently. Once they get a tier 1 exchange listing, a lot of people are going to, you know, look into the project. They're going to start being aware of this project. I'm making a lot of other groups aware of this project because I am the best gem hunter. I find all these projects before everyone else because I've been in so many cycles. I know what it takes to find a good project. So, in the AI sector, I'm pretty well because I understand AI pretty well. I have a little bit of AI background. I can understand AI to a decent level. So I know which projects are going to do well, which ones are legit, which ones are fraud. A lot of projects just use very basic LLMs, which has been around for so many years. So I just know most of these are just copy and paste. That's why I don't like a lot of AI projects. How many alts to be an alt whale? You are, I don't know, for you might already be an alt whale. Joey, how you doing, my friend? It's good to see you. Boys, let's get to 40 likes. I need to see 40 likes this live stream. 26 likes. Someone loves to be airdropped. Yeah, boys, if you don't like the project, you're going to be airdropped XRP Healthcare. Let's have a look at XRP Healthcare. How is it performing? XRP Healthcare. There he is. I can't believe someone actually showed this project. This is ridiculous. And this is performing fairly well, to be fair. Yo, this is crazy. Isn't it crazy a project like this can be performing well? G, would you recommend me to hold it on Ali Wallet? Ali Wallet is pretty solid. That's their own wallet, personal wallet. They're going to change the name to Alt Wallet very soon. But I do think that's a good wallet. You can hold it on MetaMask as well if you don't want to. Hold it on MetaMask. They need to, because it's a layer 1, they need to, like, even Tangem needs to add them on. So you need to either, message Tangem, tell them to add alt. I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to keep spamming them to add alt. I know then everyone, you got robbed so many times, G. I know everyone keeps robbing me, but this is exactly right, Donkey. Bro, I find all these coins, call it in my public group, and then there's always some sort of YouTuber comes into the group, looks at these calls, and then they end up stealing it. And then because they have a YouTube channel, they take all the credit for it. Russ, you're an XRP Healthcare whale. Bro, you're going to be if you're an XRP Healthcare whale, you're going to do very well in the bull run. I mean, just look at this chart, bro. This looks really healthy. This isn't even in a bullish narrative, bro. I don't even know. How is this project? Why has someone even made this project? What did that say? Boober to the Mars. How are you doing, my friend? Country turf. I don't really gamble in meme coins. Let's have a look at what Boober's doing, actually. Yeah, XRP Healthcare to the moon, bro. What is Boober? Boober's the meme coin, right? 3 million. It's consolidating, to be fair. It is consolidating. It will eventually pump. When a project consolidates, if you see over here, if it consolidates long enough, eventually it will pump. So if this consolidates a little bit longer, you could see a little pump. You could definitely see a pump. But it's holding up fairly well. It's consolidating. If it breaks this support right here, then it's going to come back down here. Yeah, just the name alone, XRP should throw a lot of people off, should scare a lot of people off. Wait, crypto god, don't buy that coin, bro. Do not buy XRP Healthcare, bro. Dude, I'm gonna dump because I'm a whale in XRP Healthcare as well. As soon as you mention XRP, exactly, bro, that in itself should scare a lot of investors off. XRP is like a stable coin, bro. And there's so many XRP YouTubers, and all they do is just talk about random conspiracy theories where, all the banks are just gonna die tomorrow, and then everyone is gonna want XRP, and you're gonna buy my XRP token off me for 3,000 for one, 3,000 a piece. It's just ridiculous, bro. It's just ridiculous. I think one guy came on live TV, telling people that XRP is gonna go to 30k a coin. Like, how stupid do people have to be to even say that on live TV, bro? 30k a coin per coin is just ridiculous. Yeah, crypto market is stupid, bro. You're exactly right. Pump the likes, otherwise VIP price is getting raised. That's a good point. I will raise them eventually, bro. In a bull run, I'll raise them, not right now. In a bull run, it's gonna be £100 minimum, because everyone's gonna be wealthy them times. But I am closing my VIP though. I don't wanna have too many people in there. The most popular is 5. Is that the most popular one? That must be some conspiracy theory number, bro. 589. I used to watch the XRP conspiracy theories just to see what these guys are, how stupid these guys. And there's like 1,000 people in the comments agreeing with them. I just don't know. I just don't think XRP is that good. Don't fade the XRP, ADA, ICP guys generation. This is the thing, right? ICP is a good project, but it's probably gonna do like a 3-4x max, maybe like a 5x. It's a good project, but just because it's a good project is not worth the investment. That's the significant difference. Not everything has to be good, a good project and be worth the investment. ICP is a good project technically, fundamentally, but it's not worth the investment because no one's gonna, realistically, no one's gonna invest into ICP because it's a security now. I don't think XRP, fair enough, they beat the case. A lot of these guys are not gonna beat their case. Let me pay advance for the next year. Let me lock in. You already paid for the yearly subscription, so you're good. Ural came in. He started off when he first joined my group. When he first started, he was in 3 digits. But within like a couple of months, his portfolio went into like 5-6 digits. Almost it was 4 digits, 5 digits, and within a couple of months, his portfolio went all the way to like 6 digits. So his portfolio did at least a 20-30x. So money will be made in my private group. Illuminati have the XRP. This is the reason. Oh yeah, that's what they say. Has anyone seen the XRP Riddler? No, I haven't seen that guy, Crypto God. I started watching them guys, man. They used to give me anxiety attacks. DMTR 30x on the cards. They have a strong community. Plus is up 12%. Just because something's up 12% does not mean it's going to do a 30x. T13. Look, DMTR, the only reason he's done well. Nah, 30x, bro, no way. A 10x is 590 million. A 20x is over $1 billion. So this has to go to 1.5 billion. I just can't see that happening. It's decent. Don't get me wrong, it's decent. But the most this is going to do like a 5 to 7x from this point on, bro. This already had this run. Why would you buy this project now when it's already ran like 1,000x realistically, bro? Go buy Sensei. Why are you going to buy this project when it's over? I've made over 100x on this project. Look how much people. There's a bunch of people that's made 100x, close to 100x on this project. Don't you think those guys, after another 2 to 3x, they don't think they're going to start dumping? But there's a lot of early bag holders in this project that's still holding now. Another 10x is going to be like almost 1,000x for me, bro. You don't think I'm going to sell after a 10x? I'm going to dump this significantly. So do not buy this project, bro. There's a lot of early bag holders that's up a lot of money. I'm up 98x. Well, I made about 90. If it does another 10x, bro, that's going to be like 980x for me, bro. Realistically, that's almost 1,000x for me. You don't think I'm going to dump the shit out of that? Bro, do not buy DMTR, bro. The project is, the only reason it performed is because it's very unique. There's not many in the crypto space. This is why I like Sensei. Sensei is very unique. Unique projects always do well. This is the only AI, farming type of crypto project. This is why it's performing. The project itself is just average. It's not that good. It's decent, but it's not anything significant to do, of 100x. It's just any AI project that's been around since 2022 have done really well. That's all it is. Yeah, Crypto God, look, this is why people need to. Well, to be fair, it's kind of my fault. I was never on YouTube. But if I was on YouTube before, I would be the top YouTuber right now, bro. What do I think about Beam? I think Beam is gonna perform. I like Beam as a project. It's gonna get pushed, but you know, Beam can do like a 5 to 10x from this point on. But Munity is built on Beam. This is why I like Munity. I think the Beam ecosystem will perform. If Beam does like a 10x, its ecosystem is gonna do well. So that's why I think Munity is gonna perform well. Mr. 1000x, that should be my name, bro. Mr. 1000x. In the bull run, it's gonna be Mr. 10,000x. Yo, is Beam in the top 100? Beam's already in the top 100, bro. What? Beam's like $1 billion in market cap. Where's Beam? What? What's the market cap for Beam? Has it come down? Yeah, Beam's already in the top 100, bro. It's 800 million in market cap. Is it 95th? Yeah, it's already in the top 100. That's a big discount for Beam, though. Yeah, it's 95th on the list. Oh shit, I was looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at the trading volume. Yeah, look, game is dead right now, that's why. But Beam will do really well. Don't sleep on Beam. Look, this is pre-bull run. Look how many projects are in the billions. You know, Alt's going to be amongst them very soon, I think. AI Tech, AGI is going to be amongst them as well. In a bull run, like $1 billion isn't that hard to get. Well, it's hard to get, obviously, but for a good project, it's not that hard to get. You just need a few tier 1 exchange listings, that's it. There's so much money in a bull run. You know, Bitcoin can go up 20%, come down 20%. That's called consolidating. That's how much money is in crypto in the bull run. Imagine Bitcoin going down 20% now, bro. Everyone will have a panic attack. Or if it goes up 20%, everyone's going to be so happy. In a bull run, that's just called consolidating, bro. That is Bitcoin consolidating. But, you know, I'm going to be dropping a new RWA coin in my private group very soon. I think we're getting close to the bottom, so I think it will be a good time to DCA. Sorry, I missed your question, blockchain. How many OR is a good amount? Well, I'm personally going to make OR around 3 to 5% of my portfolio. So whatever that amount is going to be for you, that's what I'm doing. I'm making OR around 3 to 5% of my portfolio. You know, whatever that is for your portfolio, then that should be a good amount. But I do think at least 2 grand in OR will be a good amount, at least. 1 to 2 grand is minimum. If you can squeeze in a bit more, then I think that would be a good amount. OR is one of the most legit projects in the AI sector, bro. If you got all these partnerships, all these backers, like how is everyone sleeping on this project is what I've realized. Everyone is sleeping on this project. No one even knows about it. Right now, not many people know about it. And I've always been the first guy that's spoken about this on YouTube. Realistically, you know, I was the first person to talk about it on YouTube. I was the first person to do a buy alert on this. You know, in the long run, is one of the better projects. It's going to perform really well when the AI narrative kicks off. A lot of people are not looking for AI coins right now. This is why you're seeing them. You know, that's why they're not really doing that well right now. This is why this is on the radar. AI tech was completely under the radar. It's like $1 or $2 million in market cap, realistically. I think it was like $2 million in market cap before it pulled like a 45x. So, you know, it's under the radar. No one knew about it. No one was talking about it. AI tech, AGI, you know, no one really knew about it. No one was talking about it. You know, these are the kind of calls I make when no one talks about them. This is why I'm the best gem hunter on crypto. You know, just this alone, I don't think there's any other YouTuber that's made as much gains as I have in this bear market. I don't think there is. This is just constant gains. And then when the bull run picks off again, you'll see who the real gem hunters are. When Sensei does 100x, when Alt does like a 50 to 100x, you're gonna see, why I am the best gem hunter. Crypto God, how many likes are we on now? One of the significant difference is I actually interact with the team. I speak to the team. If the team seems capable, then I'll do a buy alert on it. If the team's incompetent, I see stupidness from the team, then I just won't invest in the project, because it doesn't matter how good the project is. If the team is terrible, they don't know when to market, you're not going to see those 100x gains. Pride comes before a fall. What does that mean? Well, it's not really pride. I'm pretty humble. It's not pride, my friend. I'm very humble. Realistically, bro, if I was one of those guys, a lot of YouTubers have been stealing my calls. Have I really said anything about them? Realistically, not many. This is part of the game. But I get what you're saying, though. That is true. Pride does come before a fall. A lot of people have a lot of ego, I don't really have a lot of ego. I take criticisms pretty well. There's a lot of people, you say anything about them, they become very centralized. You say anything bad about them, they either delete your comment or they'll ban you. But someone can say something bad about me, I don't really care. You can say pride comes before a fall, realistically, but Seth mentioned it today on his live that he knew about it months ago. That's lies, bro. The guy did not know about it months ago. He's one of those guys, right? He will lie. Someone in his group, right? This is how he finds all his coins. There's half of his Patreon is in my group. So when I do a buy alert, someone, because I called it over a month ago, right? I've called it over a month ago. There's always people that will go leak buy alerts. So what he will do is, a bunch of people will come into my group, half of his patrons in my group, right? So I do the buy alert. All those guys go to him and ask him, what do you think of Alt? What do you think of Alt? And then all those questions, and then he'll look into it and he'll like it. And then he'll say, I knew about it months ago. Someone in my group mentioned it months ago. This is exactly what he said with AI tech. Someone in my group mentioned it months ago. So you didn't find it yourself. Someone in your group mentioned it. So that means you're not even a gem hunter if someone in your group mentioned it. Why does it have to be someone in your group mentioned it? Why did you not find it yourself? So this is why Seth lies a lot, bro. Is always an inside job, Donkey Kong. Donkey Dong. That's a weird name. It's always an inside job, bro. There's a lot of impatient people. They just want their bags pumped. So when I do a buy alert, they will go to all these other Patreons and spam the buy alerts. What do you think of Sensei? What do you think of Alt? What do you think of Sensei? What do you think of Alt? And eventually that guy will look at it, he will like the project, and he will chat shit and say, I knew about this project months ago. How did you know about it months ago? No one, I think what happens is, right, because I've called it, like I said, I've called this project over a month ago now. I explained to you guys very carefully what happens. This is exactly what he said with AI tech. It goes, someone in my group mentioned it. Bro, someone messaged him, have a look at AI tech. He didn't even reply to his message. And then he screenshotted that message and showed me, oh, I knew about AI tech months ago. That's a lie, because he probably gets 1,000, DMs a day. He doesn't even open all of them. He must have found that DM, or someone messaged him AI tech. He didn't even reply to that guy, so that means he didn't even look at it. But because I told Adam to buy, and Adam is basically his right-hand man in a sense. Adam convinced him to buy. So, it came from me. I'm the reason he bought it. And I got clear proof of this. And he keeps lying and saying this. He knew about them months ago. But the guy just chest shit. He's a complete liar. I've got clear proof of, the closest people to him saying it's because of me he bought it. Is that simple. He cannot lie. The proof is in the pudding. He would never tell you he got his insider information on Chirply from me. He will never tell you that. You know, he's not capable enough. He's not been in the crypto space long enough to get insider information on projects. You know, this is why he'll never tell you stuff like this, because if everyone knew, this is all marketing, my friends, all business. If everyone knew, you know, if he actually went to his Patreon and said, listen, I give credit to Crypto G, he's the one that, you know, made me buy this coin, all his Patreons would leave his group and join my group. So he'll never do that. And without his Patreon, that guy is basically broke because he doesn't have no money in real world. All his money comes from Patreon. That's all it is. So it's not a good market move for him. Whereas I make plenty of money in the real world. I don't need, you know, I don't die for Patreons. That's the significant difference. This is why my price is so low. And he's charging, you know, like £100 or something a month just to steal all the alpha from me. So it's a bit weird. Yeah, it's just borrowed picks. It's borrowed picks. I'm borrowing your picks and I'll take the credit for it. But now that I'm on YouTube, you know, he can't do it no more. You know, a lot of people are starting to wake up. A lot of people are starting to wake up to his bullshit. You know, he's a fraud. Realistically, he's a fraud, bro, because look at the calls he's been calling, bro. It's called DCI at like 50 cents, 50, 60 cents or something. Now it's back down to 30 cents. DCI, Mexi holds 15% of the supply. You know, I can show you just why that project is so shit. Bro, he needs to pay me loyalties. Of course he does, bro. Just look at his last 5 calls. AI Tech, AGI, Chirply, OTK. These are all my calls, all my picks. He needs to start paying me some money, bro. All his previous calls, they were via DMTR, but all of these were 4 groups doing buy alerts at the same time. So these are not even his calls. He can't even take credit for these calls. These are 4 or 5 different groups doing buy alerts on them at the same time. But look at this project, bro. 3 million with 95, you know, trading volume. This is an awful project. These guys were buying this around here. 80 cents, 60 cents, 50 cents. You know, some probably bought around here. It's at 36 cents now, bro. It's broken that support level. If it breaks this 30 cents, it's going down into abyss. Yeah, Gronu, I do farm airdrops. I got an airdrop section in my group. Yeah, blockchain, I wouldn't follow these clowns, bro. These guys are all they were just in the crypto space before everyone else. So they just had that first mover's advantage. But all this time, bro, these guys have just been farming off me. For the last, I've only started YouTube a month ago, realistically, right? I've only been on YouTube for 1 month. Look how much I've grown. I've grown significantly in 1 month. If I was in YouTube last year, I would have surpassed these guys a long time ago, bro. As insane how these guys charge their milk so to make people tons of money while he's just offering content which is more likely borrowed from other people. Exactly, that's exactly right. Do you farm any projects? It's easy 2026 to get airdrops. Yeah, airdrops is good money, to be fair. Airdrops is really good. ZK Sync's already done. Layer 0 is already done. Oh, I'm talking about Seth, Demetrius, Crypto Seth. That guy's a thief. You know, now that I'm on YouTube, you can't steal my calls no more. You know, it's quite obvious. If you come into my private group, you understand, you know, where all these calls come from. And you know, the thing with these guys is this is the first bull run. Archie's first bull run. It's Seth's first bull run. You know, it's Galaxy's first bull run. You can just tell the inexperience. These guys never took profits on anything. So now their portfolio is more or less down to November now. So they've lost all their gains. I gave profits, you know, take profits alerts on every single coin multiple times because we were overbought. This is the experience that those guys are lacking. They never took profits on anything. Karate, they're basically broken even on Karate now. I'll just give you a bunch of examples. You know, he gave accumulation alerts on Karate at like 0.06. Like all the way up here, bro. He gave accumulation alerts like over here, I think. Basically, he gave accumulation alerts at the top. This is the inexperience in these other YouTubers, bro. They gave accumulation at the top, and they never took profits, now is all the way back down here. You know, AI Tech, AGI, they did 40x's. You know, you have to be very stupid, you know, not to take profits on a coin after it does a 40 to 30x. You know, how dumb do you have to be not to take profits after 40 to 30x? So they've more or less lost all their gains on those projects. After a 40x, you could have made a lot of money. You know, just off AGI, AI Tech, I've made multiple people millionaires in my group because I told them to take profits. Because I'm not dumb like these guys. So yeah, I mean, I can give you so many examples, but you know, these guys were giving accumulation alerts on I think Seth was giving accumulation alerts on Corpo at $1. So he was giving accumulation alerts on Corpo at the top, at the heights, and now it's at 19 cents. I told my private group, do not touch Corpo, wait a couple of months, you're going to get it way below these other guys, because the IDO, the seed guys, you know, they got their price at $3, at 0.3 cents. So these guys are, you know, the seed and private are up like they got their tokens at 3 cents, and that guy's giving accumulation alerts at $1. You know, you got to be very careful. At the end of the day, these guys are in charge of a lot of people's money. You know, anyone who joined this group recently would have ultimately be buying, their portfolio would have been, if they had 10K, their whole portfolio would be around 2K now, around 1 to 2K. They're down 80 to 90%, bro. You know, is unfortunate, but you know, they've sold a good lie. But now I'm here, bro. Like, you can just tell the inexperience in these guys, bro, is very poor. It's quite sad actually, because a lot of people fall for the tricks. They buy the, you know, they buy the private group, they invest 10, 20K, whatever money they saved up, just to buy everything at the top. They don't even take profits on anything. So they realistically, these guys have made no money in the last 2 years because they haven't taken profits on anything. Most altcoins are down significantly back to their November lows. So all the money they made, you know, in the last year and a half, where the market went parabolic with the Bitcoin ETFs, they've lost all that money now. They've basically come back to square one. You know, I do feel sorry for all these guys, bro. I do feel sorry for all these guys. Yeah, boys, hit the likes. Hit the likes. Oh yeah, of course they do that, bro. These guys do buy alerts. You know, they do a buy alert, they buy a trade bag, and they buy a long-term bag, and then they'll dump on their own Patreons. This is what a lot of these YouTubers do, bro. They pump it up like 2-3x in a space of like 5-10 minutes. They sell their trade bag at 2-3x, and then they leave their long-term bag. That's what they do. But yeah, these guys are, you know, these guys are clowns, bro. These other YouTubers are clowns. And I do feel sorry for all the people in this community, bro. And then another experience is, bro, after 7 months of green, I told my community, do not buy anything until June. Do not DCA, do not do anything. Just sit out the markets till June. And ultimately, most of their portfolio, you know, got saved. All the USDT got saved, you know, realistically an extra 50-60%, or at least 40 to 50%. This is where the experience comes into play. I don't like Alchemy Pay, German. I don't like Alchemy Pay. It's one that people will use. A lot of companies use Alchemy Pay. You know, they are being utilized. But as a project, you know, how many X's this is really going to give? You know, in the last parabolic run, all it gave was like a 3 to 4x. So I just don't think these narratives, the DeFi narrative is dead. Do not look for DeFi narratives. Look for AI, look for gaming, look for RWA. These are going to be the big narratives this cycle. I don't think it's going to do that well, bro. I should start KYC verification for the VIP group. Listen, bro, I'll be honest with you. Buy alerts get leaked. I pretty much know everyone else's buy alerts. They pretty much know my buy alerts. It's pretty common in the community, to be honest. There's always going to be someone coming to me telling me this guy bought this coin, that guy bought that coin. There's always going to be people going to the other YouTubers telling me, oh, he bought this coin, he bought that coin. It's always going to be the case. It's unavoidable because not everyone just sticks to one Patreon. There's people in multiple different Patreons. So that's unavoidable, my friend. It cannot be changed. Yeah, boy, see the likes. You see how much they charge for the course, thousands. Oh yeah, boy, the course is probably the biggest scams. How are you gonna get a course off someone who's not even is not even a good gem hunter, bro? You have to show hundreds and hundreds of X's. You know, like making a course is just, I don't know, that's just a money grab. That's probably the biggest money grab. Course is probably the biggest scams, bro. I don't know. If you see a YouTuber selling a course, they just know that these guys are scammers. Boy, there's so many bots shilling cross network, and they're going on a market campaign. When I go on my YouTube channel and I see comments, it's always, you know, these bots shilling cross network. This is crazy. This is. Yeah, this project is ass. I'm not too bullish on this narrative of storage. I just don't think this is going to perform. You know, so it's basically back down to his all-time lows. Arweave is the best in this narrative. In the storage narrative, Arweave is the best. Here's a Polkadot project. That's why it's not performing. Anything in the Polkadot ecosystem is ass. Alternatives to AGI and AI tech. Well, the alternatives would be Alt and Sensei in terms of gains. So Alt and Sensei is my new AI tech and AGI. Alt is very similar to Sensei. I mean, Alt is very similar to AGI, sorry. And I think AI tech, I mean, Sensei can give the same returns as AI tech, if not more. But it's not worth even a penny. Think for yourself. This is the best way, or meet someone like Crypto G speaks real things. Exactly, bro. It's not worth even a penny for you yourself. Yeah, look, you can say think for yourself, blockchain educated interviews. It is true. But realistically, right? If this is your first bull run, you know, a lot of people tend to get very greedy in the first bull run. This is why I'm convinced, I know for a fact, is Archie's and Seth's first bull run. Because after making decent amount of gains, you know, greed takes over and they don't take profits. And that's exactly what happened to them. This is a very common mistake in people's first bull runs. You know, it's greed. You're going to get very greedy. You're not going to take profits. You're going to wait for too long. And you ended up going to end up jumped. You're going to get dumped on. Yeah, I used to watch Crypto John, but then all he does is just show the top 10 coins like HBAR, Jasmy, and I just can't be bothered to listen to that guy. Yeah, given that life advice is pretty good. That's what I do on these live streams as well. Sometimes. Oh, Crypto Goals, but that's probably one of the worst. That's probably one of the worst persons like gem hunters ever, bro. He's just one of those thieves, bro. Like he's in a few different Patreons, and then he'll just whatever buy alerts they give, you just see him do a buy alert on it as well. That guy is pretty shit. I do feel sorry for anyone that's in his group though. I can't lie. Guys on sub from Archie, Serpo, Galaxy, and even Priest. John is a scammer. Donkey Kong, bro. What the hell? Just added Sensei. Wish me luck. Yeah, no, you're gonna do very well. Blockchain is gonna do really well, bro. You know, look, once I do get the AMA with Sensei, which will gonna happen probably in the next week, you guys can understand the fundamentals behind the project, the multiple use cases. I will drop in a video on it. I'll drop a Sensei video in the next day or two. I'll probably make it the day after, not tomorrow, the day after, and I'll upload it by that same day. So you guys can see the fundamentals behind the project so you can understand it properly. So I'll do a deep dive on it. And then I'll get the CEA or the CEO, sorry, to clarify, to verify all the stuff I made in the video. So you guys can I'll do a Q&A with him. So you guys can come in, ask questions. You know, I'll ask him a bunch of questions and I'll get a little bit of time for the community to ask him questions. So just so you guys can, you know, get all your questions answered. Well, because it's a new project. They're going to get more exchange listings anyways. They're going to get KuCoin, Bybit, probably some more of exchange listings. It's a brand new project. All new projects dump. They've come out when the market is dumping. Of course, it's gonna dump with the rest of the markets. This isn't anything. This shouldn't be a surprise. A new project launching in the last 3 months, when everything is going down. Why are you surprised that it's going down with the rest of the market? Everything is down 80, 90%. So when a new project launches, of course, it's going to dump. That's why it's the best time to buy. All the smart people buy when the coin's down 80, 90%. They don't buy after it rallies and does 10x. Do you? That's why a lot of people don't make money in crypto. They look at a chart, they don't understand the fundamentals. They don't understand that all new projects after launch, they dump. And then they avoid it, or the chart looks bad. Bro, look at AGI's chart. AGI's chart looked way worse. It dumped like 39x or something after it got launched. It literally dumped 39x. It came out as, it launched at 32 cents and it came down to 1 cent. That's like a 20x dump. If you looked at this chart, you probably would have not bought it and you would have missed out on the 45x. So do not get fooled by the chart, my friend. It all depends on when these projects launch. They're launching in a dead time of the in the market, so of course it's gonna dump. I don't do memes either. H bar 100x, man. What do you mean? Bro, Ant, if H bar does 100x, I will quit YouTube. What is that clown emoji, bro? What the fuck? You were in goals all the time. They only value goals with people shilling the low caps. Bro, goals is a shit gem onto, bro. I'll be honest. Seen Crypto Archie said that he's been in the verge of making 10 to 50 million this bull run. Can't imagine how much G1 have. Well, that's the thing, right? Archie made all his money off Archie pretty much made all his money off his Patreons. That's the difference. Outside the Patreon, Archie and Seth were just broke little kids. That's what they made all their money from. That's why they literally just die for that because that's how they can make money. And people like that with no real life lessons, they will lose that money very quickly. Because they don't know, once they make that money, what they're going to do outside of that. They don't have no business ideas. They don't have none of that stuff. They never had no business plans. They've never been through that type of stuff. They don't know how to scale it. A lot of these people will lose their money. So, yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised, bro. His Patreon's been doing really well. So he won't make around at least 10 to 50 million. I wouldn't be surprised. I'll probably make somewhere similar, I think. This bull run, can't imagine how much G will make. Bring the crew from goals over here, save them. But yeah, bring the crypto goals crew over here, bro. I do feel sorry for them. The alternative to Dynex Claw Blender, please. Look, Dynex is not a good project. Dynex has pumped 200x since its lows. And then if you look at Dynex chart, what has it done? It's just been consolidating. But it's done a 200x. It hasn't come out since here, bro. It's been out way before it got listed on CoinGecko. This was only on Uniswap at one point. So this has done like 200x, pretty much. And since then, all it's done is consolidate. Even during the big AI pump and GPU pump, this only done fuck all. Look at this. This is why I'm bearish on this project. I wouldn't touch this project. Claw has run significantly. I would rather buy other projects than Claw. If you want an alternative to Claw, from what I heard, OGPU. This is not a bad project right here. I heard this is a decent alternative to Claw. This chart's looking decent. This is a decent alternative to Claw from what I heard. It's on Uniswap only at the moment. If they can get exchange this thing, this could be okay. I'm going to trade this token during the narrative pump. But Alt is a good deepin project. Alt is AI deepin storage and layer 1. So they are on the deepin side as well. They do GPUs as well. So they are deepin. So I like Alt as a deepin project. I like AI tech as a deepin project. Blender is not too bad. The only reason I don't like Blender is they don't have a docs team. You know, there's a lot of Twitter shillers pumping this, which I don't like. So yeah, I just wouldn't touch this project. If it comes down some more, I might trade it, but these are not worth long-term holds. These come out during the narrative pump. That's why I don't like these. What do you think the maximum allocation of a coin in the portfolio should be as a percentage? What coin? I think for every project you should aim to get at least $1,000 into the project, $1,000 to $2,000 to see any significant gains. Archie said that he entered crypto at age 13, collab with scammers. Bro, how do you believe that, bro? At 13, what money does he have? He has no real money, bro. He probably didn't even know what anything was at that point. At age 13, bro, you're looking at cartoons and stuff, bro. Don't listen to that clown, bro. Realistically, right? If this was his, this wasn't his first bull run, would he be shilling, Mavia like $8, $6, $5? These people are clowns, but they're all scammers. If someone have a small portfolio sub 5 to 10k, it does make sense to bet on ultra low micro caps. Yeah, 100% like Sensei. Yeah, if you got a portfolio under like 20k, I would go full on degen, bro. I would go full on degen. King Crypto, we're already talking about Dev multiple times, bro. We've spoken about Dev multiple times. You're in my public group. I know exactly who you are, bro. I know exactly who you are. I'm going to let you in my group because, boy, exactly, boy. At age 13, you were watching Scooby-Doo and stuff, bro. You didn't know what Bitcoin was. Bro, I don't know how people fall for their lies, bro. It's actually ridiculous. Yeah, God, no BS. 13 is crazy, bro. Look, Dev is not too bad. Dev isn't too bad. The markets is terrible. Maxi. Okay, to be fair, the markets are not too bad. I just don't like projects with what's it called? John and Bravo was a good show. I don't like projects with a mainnet. This doesn't have a mainnet. This is one of my concerns. They don't have a mainnet. They claimed, they've had a testnet since, I don't know, like 5 years ago. This project has been apparently in work since 2017. Bro, 2017 is a long time away. How have they not got a mainnet in that amount of time? That's like 8 years, bro. That's like 7, 8 years. They haven't got a mainnet. That means they're not able to do it. And they just come into crypto to sell this 5 million TPS bullshit or 10 million. I don't know how much these guys are claiming. They cannot do it. But in 8 years, you should realistically have made a mainnet. These guys have been in work since 2017, 2016 times. Bro, they should have a mainnet by now. If they don't have a mainnet in 8 years, that means they're not capable of doing it. So this is why I don't like this project. And, bro, this whole concept of ETH killer narrative, that's not going to be around this cycle. ETH has got an ETF now. You need to get that through your head, King Crypto. ETH has got an ETF. There will never be an ETH killer narrative like last cycle. Layer 1s are not going to perform like last cycle. The reason Layer 1s performed last cycle was because there was this narrative of being an ETH killer. Nothing is going to kill ETH now. ETH has solidified its spot as number 2 in the crypto space with the ETF. You cannot kill ETH no more. So this whole concept of ETH killer is not going to be around, my friend. So stop looking for all these Layer 1s. They're not going to perform that well. You need to look more for like AI coins, bro. Yeah, boys, I hit 8K subs today, by the way. I do appreciate you guys. Everyone that's subbed to this channel. I did just hit 8K subs. I basically gained over 1,000 subs in like the space of a month, which is quite good for the YouTube community. But as you grow, once I get monetized, once I get around, a decent amount of views on my channel, I'm going to grow a lot faster. It's all about the monetization is what gets you more views. So I do appreciate all you guys. GLQ. I think you can probably do. Thank you, Soulflex, bro. I appreciate that, bro. 20, 200x, 10, 20. I think GLQ can do about 20 to 30x. I think it's possible. This is a good project. With a massive dip it's had, I think it is possible for 20 to 30x. This is a good project. No God, just ain't blessed with money. I never was in a private group yet, kind of lone wolf. Oh yeah, look, lone wolf isn't the best way to do it, donkey. At least join what's it called? My public group, if anything. Just join my public group. ETH is a killer. ETH is a killer funds with network is busy. Yeah, that's true actually, Hoove. That is true. But they've got all these layer 2s now, Hoove. So it's not too bad. They've got all these layer 2s now. Last cycle, there was only like Polygon and one other layer 2. Or was it just Polygon? I can't remember. That's it. Now they've got like 5-6 different layer 2s and there's more coming out. So I don't think this ETH killer narrative is going to be around for much longer, bro. And once the upgrade happens, realistically, they're going to make gas fees cheaper anyways. So don't look for layer 1s that is going to do, thinking is going to replace ETH. Layer 1s will perform. I do like layer 1s as a narrative. I think it will do well. But do not think it's going to do the same returns as 2022. That's a silly mistake. Is Tau... Yeah, I hold Tau in my portfolio. Tau is a safety net, yes. Yeah, 100%. Layer 1's a must in a portfolio, bro. 100%. Tau is a good safety net in the AI narrative, I think. But you don't buy Tau and think it's going to give you anything more than a 5 to 10x. Tau will only give you a 5 to 10x from this point on. We've got 43 likes. That's pretty good. 70 votes. That's pretty good as well, to be fair. There's good interaction, that is. So 70 people come and watch this. I need to get 70 likes. We don't need layer 2's gas like 4 joule at the moment. Yeah, we don't need it right now, but eventually when they kick off, they're going to do well. Crypto G, I'm new here. Do you have a private Discord channel? Madeira, I do have a private channel. This is my private group prices. You can get tier 2 for 30. There's only 9 spots left. And you can get the tier 3, which becomes with VC allocations. Because I am a VC, VC allocations in a bull run is very, very profitable. You can get a project and you can do like a 10 to 15x off launch. For us, that would be like 100x, 100x, 50x gains. So it is very beneficial, yes. And I do portfolio reviews. This one's for the portfolio reviews mainly. This one's just the normal buy alerts. But my VIP group, Madeira, is on Telegram at the moment. But I will switch over to Discord at some point. I will have to do that because I think Discord's a little bit more organized. So I will be on Discord soon, but right now I'm on Telegram. Yeah, who've just put the link in the description. Boys, listen, we've got 40 people in here. Hit the likes. Could BNB be an ETH killer? Nah, BNB will never be an ETH killer, bro. I saw everything out for first live. Is this your first live as well, Donkey Dong? I've never seen you actually. Donkey Dong, that's actually a funny name, bro. That's a tongue twister, that is. Yeah, we don't really need gas fees for ETH right now, but in a bull run, bro, ETH gas fees are like $50, $60 a trade. You're going to need all those layer 2s. They're going to be very good. Just join the free. Just join the free Telegram, boys. Just join the free Telegram. You can join the free Telegram. It's called HTPTC. All the links are in my description. You can join the HTPTC group. I'm in there as well. I help my people in there as well. I just don't do this specifically for money. I'm always helping my people in my public group. I made so many calls in my public group for the last 2 years before I started a private group. All my main calls are in the private in my public group. All the evidence is in there. So yeah. roll with us. Yeah, look, yeah, Donkey 100%. Just come into the public group at least. I'll help you out in there, my friend. Being a lone wolf in the crypto space is probably the worst thing you can do, especially if this is going to be the biggest cycle. Crypto is going to slow down eventually. Doing things alone in your first cycle is the worst mistake you can make. You will not make any money. This is why you need guidance. This is why you need a group. So keep that in mind. You will definitely need a group in a bull run. Everyone messes up their bull run. They don't know when to take profits. They don't know when to sell. They don't know what's going to happen. They hold for too long and then they can become back holders. The early investors dump on you guys. That's all it is. This is why I tell people, join the private group, join any private group, someone who's got good experience, and I think I've got the best experience. I think I'm the best. Or just come into my public group. I'll help you guys in there as well. Yeah, Tectum's a good DCA right now. Tectum's a good DCA, small amounts, Chris Cash, very small amounts. 51 likes. That is bullish. That is. I like that. That is almost all-time high. That is 51 likes. Yeah, Tars. I like J-Ment. I like Tars as a project. This is one of the better projects on the Solana chain. Where is it? The Tars AI. This one. Is it this project right here? Yeah, it is this project. This is a good project. I like this project. It has pumped significantly. I'm waiting for it to come down. Solana's AI infrastructure. It is backed by the Solana Foundation. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, so backed by the Solana Foundation. So I do like this project. I think it will do really well. Anyways, can you turn the sound up on your end? My sound is max right now, but I think my sound is max. Maybe you need to pull your sound up. This is the max my sound can go. Yeah, this is the max my sound can go. Maybe it's a bit lower on your end, Crypto Life. Because mine's on max right now. It's not gonna go any higher than this. Yeah, this is the max it will go. But yeah, Tars is ultimately a good project. I think this one can do well. It's on the Solana chain. They just need a few more decent exchanges. They've got Bybit, which is quite good, which is like a tier 1 exchange. And I think Mexi and Gate is pretty good as well. But as an AI project, this is not a bad project. I think the Solana chain is going to do well. If Solana gets an ETF, all these chains are going to do really well. And this pump significantly has come down a little bit. If it goes a little bit lower, maybe to like the 0.7 regions, I might consider buying a bag. Yeah, my sound is good, Crypto Life. Maybe it's from your end, I'm not too sure. I have you on 100% volume, no cap. Also on PC. Oh, is my voice bad as well? Is it low, Gronu? Check the Actis chart. So crazy. $5 million. Oh, that's a big dump. Actis. What is this project? Let's have a look. Yeah, I think it's fine. All my audio is normal. I do this every live stream. It sounds fine. Actis Quantech. Also, this is yield farming. So they've got their own USDT. They've got their own stable coin. So you mint LSDs. Okay. Yeah, yield farming does really well in the bull run. I just don't think it's going to do well now. These type of projects do really well in the bull run. Liquid staking in the bull run does really well because when everyone makes a lot of money, they want to stake it and earn even more money. But you guys got to be very careful not to get too greedy because a lot of these, staking projects, they're rug. A lot of them do rug. So they come out, they'll perform, they'll do well, everyone's using them. And then realistically, they're rug. So do be very careful on the bull run not to be staking all your money, bro. Because last cycle I've seen so many of these staking pools, staking, liquidity staking, all rug. You can make good money. They give you some crazy APYs, but then they're all just rug, and you lose all your money because you're not gonna get all your money back. This is basically dumped down to its previous lows. Yeah, this will do well in the bull run. It won't perform now though. Liquid staking in the bull run will do well. They need a couple of exchange listings. It's not a bad project though. Thanks for the live today, buddy. Have to sleep because I have to go to work. Maybe quit at the end of the... Yeah, you definitely quit Chris Cash because you're in my VIP group, so you're going to make a good amount of money. Appreciate you for coming down as well, my friend. Enjoy your sleep. It's up 200%. What? How? Nah, that can't be true, bro. It can't be true. What chart are you looking at? Maybe go on this chart here. It might be bugged out. Oh shit, maybe you're right. This could be a bug. 0.03. Oh shit, did I pull this out? Oh my god, 1 second, boys. Yeah, 1 second. I accidentally pulled my socket out from my monitor. There we go. That's better now. Yeah, this is crazy actually. 0.03 all the way to 0.15. Yo, that's crazy. That is. That's pure manipulation. This could be either a false chart or something happens. Sometimes CoinGecko does this stupid thing where it just shows like fake charts, but nothing really happened. I looked at a project one time, it was down like 80% on CoinGecko, and then you go look at all the other charts, you go look at all the other, and it's back to, it's like normal. Nothing happened. Nah, I think that's a bug on the coin. Nah, that's a bug. See, on this is nothing. Yeah, that's just a bug on CoinGecko. It happens sometimes. They do this all the time. They're stupid. This is a bug. Alright, boys. I think I'm going to wrap this up now. We've been live for like, 2 hours? I think 2 hours is a pretty decent amount. I don't think going live any longer, is beneficial. I don't like Octospace Gmand. I think Octospace lacks... I'll finish off Octospace. Octospace lacks exchange listings. They've been around for like over 2 years, and they've barely got any exchange listings. And all it's done in the last 2 years is just kind of like, it just consolidates. It goes up very slowly. If you held this in January, all you would have made is like what, a 2x, 3x. It's very slow gains. It's not really worth the investment. Look at the exchange listings, but these are terrible. It's been around for 2.5 years. All they've managed to get is Mexi. And one of the most concerning things about this is, right, there's only 2 people doxed. In Octospace, there's only 2 people doxed. They don't have a background, so we don't even know if these guys are even capable of doing what they claim they're doing. All they can do is create one render image a day. All they do is create one rendered image a day, which is terrible. And the image quality, the rendering quality is average. Got a VPN, which no one uses. They had a gaming side, which they basically got rid of because they don't have no employees. And one of the CEOs, bro, he's in the Telegram group all day. That's all he does is stay in the Telegram group. So this just shows that these guys are not even developing no more. They're just hoping the project pumps from this point on. So I'm not bullish on this project, but this project is terrible, in my opinion. It's just not going to give you many returns. All right, boys, let's wrap this up. If you guys do want to drop a like on the stream, turn your bell icon on, the notification thing. Turn that on so you guys can basically get notified whenever I go live. Because I do go live pretty much at least 5 times a week. And I will continue to do that moving forward. Maybe 4 or 5 times a week is probably what I'll do. I'll keep you guys updated on the market. So definitely subscribe if you haven't already done so. Put that notification on so you guys can actually get live. You get the notification when I do go live. And I appreciate all you guys. Appreciate the 50 likes. And I'll see you